good.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. And what date was that on, bro? That you lost your dad and got denied, or not denied? They told you that you was manipulating the system because you didn't have
I
no
got
deal.
locked up on June 29th.
Mm-hmm.
The last week of June, it was around the 23rd, and I supposed to went home that week. That's when they told me that they had denied me. And I got the letter that October saying that we want you to do another 3 years.
How did your dad pass away?
Various different things from illnesses, sick, and things like that.
Okay. Um. So
Mostly drinking. Let's just say what it is. That the drinking profusely. You know what I mean?
when you leave Jackson, where do you go? Oh, let me ask you. When you're at Jackson, is it gangland yet, or
Oh, absolutely. I was civilian. Never did or was of Muslim faith. I just tell you, man, I wasn't BMF status, but I was well known for what I did.
gotcha?
And whether it was drugs or sports, I knew somebody.
Right.
I never had an issue.
So you didn't have
I
yeah.
I, I didn't I wasn't compromised. Um, I just didn't have a lot of issues that other people had,
Yeah.
and I can't explain it because I'm not the biggest guy, and I'm not the biggest guy, but I will fight immediately.
Right.
Um, but I had favor, bro.
Yeah.
I had favor when I'm watching folks stuff get their stuff taken. When I say I know God is so real, bro, people used to walk past me, gang members, and it just never affected me. But
Yeah.
they didn't come to me.
Yeah.
And the gang leaders, I always found a way. I was always smart enough to know that find out who the OG is. Well, you want to work out?
Yeah.
Well, you read the Bible? It's
It's
like, you know what I mean? Like that's just always been that's always been how I was. Yeah.
What was your first indication that it was gangland?
Oh, they were everywhere, bro. Everybody be in the store in Jackson. When I was in Jackson, when I went in there in 2009, everybody was being in the store. Like food, you got food in, they were taking it, all the above, bro. But
when you say taking it, man, because when I was at Jackson, it just seemed like it was hard to do a whole lot of stuff. We was locked down, and anytime we went somewhere, it was just kind of the police was everywhere. And
so,
then,
well, you weren't locked up around that time though.
Now I got locked up in '96.
So, bro, every cell you can get out in Jackson.
Oh yes, this different.
You can jam every cell, and get out. Them folks walking around.
It be having me think, was we just that slow back then? Cause
the jail had been there since 1945.
Don't do that. Don't talk to me like that, bro.
Right. That thing been there since 1945, man.
Don't do that. So you moving around how you want to move around. Well, people have the ability to move around.
Man, them folks moving around how they want to move around, man. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Them folks move around how they want to move around, man. And white boys didn't stand a chance.
What you mean by that?
They didn't stand a chance, bro. I don't care who you are. They were taking whatever you had. They was storing you. You might, if you was in a cell, you might be sleeping outside the cell.
Oh, that's crazy. Are they having cell phones around this time or no cell phones?
Flocks were. I didn't see a lot of flocks. I think the flocks for more so they had different. Yeah, they did have them. They had them in the dorms.
Mm-hmm.
I was in the cell. That was different. Dorms they had them. Yeah, I remember them talking about that. Yeah, they had them, and I was so green, bro. Man, I think about when I went in, I was so green from my superpower was just shut up and just watch and pay attention.
Yeah.
Be observant.
Yeah.
It was a blessing that I went in my late 20s instead of early.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't influenced. And I wasn't.
You had your own personality.
Yeah. I already had my own personality, what I would do and what I wouldn't do.
Yeah.
And what I wasn't gonna go for. And so that was my superpower.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm very quiet. Yeah. Very quiet, paying attention. Didn't talk to nobody until nobody know nothing, just paying attention.
And you never had the inkling to try to be a dope boy behind bars?
No. I had one goal.
Come home.
Get close to God and come home. The only way I was gonna come home was get close to God.
Simple as that. And
And he wasn't gonna go for it. I had straggled the fence my whole life.
Yeah.
I knew just that much that straggling fence has got me where I'm at, and the only way I'm gonna get out of it is giving God my all.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
What is, if you can remember, what is one of the most vicious acts that you've seen at Jackson, if any?
I seen a war breakout. I seen stabbings. I seen maybe 2 deaths at Jackson at the time. And within that, I was at Jackson. I was at Jackson about 2 months. I seen 2 people get killed. At that time, Death Row was down there.
Yep.
So I seen guys get beat to a pulp, bro. Stabbed, beat to a pulp. Like it was.
The irony is more people die that's not on death row than people that's on death row.
Facts. I totally see that. Jackson is not a place I wish on my worst enemy. I remember going to eat. When you sit down, you had exactly 120 seconds to eat that food.
Simple as that.
And you getting up.
Yeah.
When they say up, next people sit down. You got to go. Food super hot. You got to eat. And it take a month to get your money or anything. So it was a process. That was hell. Yeah. And I can still remember 2 songs. That's when they had the radio, so you can stick your cord
headphones in the
wall. And it had Empire State Building used to come on.
Empire State Building?
In New York.
Oh, that is not Empire State, man. It's the Empire State of Mind, bro. You talking like an old dude. You younger than me, but you older than me, bro.
Get there like listen, man. That came on every day, and that I just want to be successful.
Oh, the Drake, yeah.
Oh, bro. I still remember the smell, bro. It's so crazy. I still remember the smell of that place, bro.
Yeah.
I still remember it, bro.
I remember being in there, and when they first hit, because mind you, I've been in the county, so I ain't heard music in about 2 years. So when I get down, like, they got headphones, and you got 3 slots, so it's 3 different channels that you supposed. Man, they had them put on the little rap thing, man. Man, I thought this was the best thing in the world, and then we had this officer that wasn't going for it. He cut it off. Man, why you do that? He said, "Cause your music produces malice." And he said, when he said malice, I could see the stuff that he had at the bottom of his teeth. And it just always stuck with me for some reason. He was like, your music produces malice. I said, damn, that's cold-blooded. But when you leave Jackson, what institution do you go to?
I go to Wheeler.
Now, Wheeler is level
3.
Level 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and your...
That's gangland.
Wheeler is gangland too?
Wheeler, Coffee are private prisons. They haven't been up long in their gangland. The food is way better than the state. You wear all white.
Oh, so you don't dress like the
state? No.
Okay, so Wheeler's a private prison.
Private prison. But
you eat good. You wear all white.
Don't get it twisted. They got trades, but it is going down. It is going down. Folks getting raped. Folks getting stabbed. It's going down. Jackson was the first place that I learned that Jesus was black.
Okay.
Which is crazy. A white lady came in, going to church. That's another thing. Church, it was a place where the gangs can meet up.
Yeah. That's what, see, when I was at Alto, that's where the gay guys used to meet up. They used to meet there.
Hey, man, they were there too.
Yeah.
That community was there. The gangs were there. The Muslim was in there. Like, everybody was going to church for the wrong reasons. But I never forget that white lady telling me, if y'all don't know, I'm going to tell y'all, Jesus was black. And she went through the Bible and she showed the evidence that Jesus was black.
It's funny that you bring it up, bro, because I was just explaining to somebody. I was like, when I grew up, I was living on Kendall Road across the street from Zares. Okay, so then there was a place called Nancy's across the street from Zares, and there was some duplexes right behind Nancy's. Okay, so while I'm living there, though, there was 2 pictures up on the wall. There was a picture of Martin Luther King, and there was a picture of Jesus Christ. What I'm telling you is, up until my adulthood. I'm talking about after I done came home from prison, everything. I never said nothing to nobody because I just thought this was the bro. Every time I used to pray, I used to see a white man. I used to see that picture that Nanny had up on the wall, bro. I never even questioned it. Never crossed my mind that I've been misinformed. I was like, this what Nanny put up on the wall. This all I know. And I just like
Right.
every time I'm talking about football, football, you might do the Lord's Prayer and whatever went on, bro. And I'm like, man, I'm a full grown adult. So I was like, man, that is not how this go, bro. That's not what's going on. But
Right.
I think I only bring it up because a lot of times, whether it be this or something else, some people live their entire lives and their truth is a misconception. Their truth is a misconception. So you're at Wheeler. What's your detail?
No detail. I don't have a date to go home. People who don't have a date to go home don't get details. 30 years is a life sentence in Georgia.
So you essentially you got a life sentence, and but you know now that you only have to do a third of the time though, right?
Not at that time.
So
when they gave me the plea for 15 do 5,
mm-hmm.
I thought that meant doing 15. My lawyers didn't inform me. They didn't break it down.
You should have got that 80-year-old lawyer. That man, he had your best interest at heart.
I had two lawyers who didn't have my best interest at heart.
But
The lawyer I had in DeKalb County was a federal lawyer, Ted Johnson. He's sick right now. He was a great lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
He was a great lawyer. He told me, bro, this is what you gonna do. And a couple of my circle had got locked up in DeKalb County.
Mm-hmm.
I got everybody off by taking my plea.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got off.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was crazy.
Okay, so you at Woolley, you don't have a detail. How are you spending your days?
Reading, chess, learning how to play chess, reading, and working out like crazy.
I mean, but you still learning how to play chess though, right?
Yeah, I spent my first 6 months.
No, I'm talking about now, like today.
No, I spent my first 6 months, man, get my butt whooped by everybody.
Yeah.
After that 6 months, I won't lose no more.
Can you remember 3 books that you read that really just stuck out to you?
Alchemist.
Mm-hmm.
That's my favorite book of all time. 12 Universal Laws of Success by Herbert Harris.
Mm-hmm.
That's what taught me about goal writing, goal setting. It taught me about the law of manifestation.
Mm-hmm.
And he also, once I read his story, Herbert Harris was the first guy in New York to take and pass the bar exam without going to law school. Herbert Harris.
For real?
12 Universal Laws of Success. And the second book was that's Riverbend. I mean, that's Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Okay.
Robert Kiyosaki.
Okay.
Those are the main 3 that did it at that particular prison.
Okay, so you basically spending your time reading, working out,
and playing
chess, going to church, you and your Bible, you and your word.
Mm-hmm.
How long do you stay at Wheeler?
5 years.
You stay there for 5 years. Where do you go when you leave there?
Riverbend.
Riverbend is another private prison.
Another private prison.
Why is there a reason why you think why are you only at private prison?
I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you why. So what I did not know is that private prisons have a contract with the state of Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
And so in that contract, it dictates that, or it documents that the population has to be at a certain number. If not, then the state of Georgia has defaulted on this contract and they have to pay the difference.
Arizona just paid $16 million.
Are you serious?
Private prison. I got it in my phone. I'll show it to you. Private prisons in 2025, from 2024 to 2025, was suing all the states that was not holding up the end of the bargain of locking up a certain amount of people. It's such a business, man. And Arizona or Arkansas, I had to pay a fine.
Please send that to me, bro.
I got to.
I'm doing a report right now. But
oh yeah. So what was profound about private prisons is the way they had your ID in all cap letters. And if you know, that deals with your straw man. So because they had access to your straw man, the reason private prison make so much money is because they make money off you as an individual from your straw man. The moment that you sign your birth certificate, you sign your rights over to the government.
Mm-hmm.
So your social security numbers is actually your bank account numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Your birth certificate is the paperwork on your bank account.
Mm-hmm.
The country isn't backed by gold, it's backed by people.
Mm.
So in private prisons, when you look at your straw man, it's in all cap letters. That's the only time you're gonna see your name in all cap letters.
You're saying straw man?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
That's your entity. That's your entity. It's like a corporation.
Yeah.
A corporation is, you don't own a corporation, you operate a corporation.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with your straw man. You don't own you don't own who you are. You just operate in it. They own who you are.
Mm.
That's why your name is in all cap letters. So I learned all that studying the redemption manual at Willow. It was a lot of growth at Willow, man. You got so many guys. That one thing I say about prison, man. You can learn so much if you are open, bro.
Yeah.
Cause I learned guys trying to get away on becoming sovereign citizens.
Yeah.
To be a sovereign citizen, you got to understand your straw man. You got to understand your social security. You got to understand your birth certificate. You got to understand why they got social security. I mean, why they got zip codes. You got to understand the gist of all the things that were made up in the early 1900s. Because before then, we were sovereign citizens. We control everything. But once you become a child of the state or of the corporation of the United States, you don't do anything. When you become a sovereign citizen, you got to get your own flag. You got to get your own constitution. You got to get everything that the United States have, you got to have as a sovereign citizen because you're your own country. And give you an example on Coming to America. The reason that they had the police following them is because they were their own country. Zamunda was his own country.
Right.
They were a part of that country. They were their own entity.
Right.
That's why they was going to the Wall of Astoria and they had their own embassy because they were their own country. When you're your own country, you have to go into other countries. You have to let them know you're coming.
Yeah.
You're going to be escorted.
Yeah.
You're going to be treated like diplomatic compute. And another time you seen it was in Lethal Weapon. When they were like told Mel Gibson them, you can't touch me. Diplomatic.
Yeah.
We our own country.
Yeah.
Diplomatic community. And that's what it is. That's the power behind it. The only thing is you get unlimited credit, but you're also on the terrorist watch list if you become a sovereign citizen.
Yeah.
But you have so much, that's what the real squatters were really doing for the last 30, 40 years.
Yeah.
You're a sovereign citizen. You can go into $1 million home that hasn't been occupied for a year, start paying bills, and after 2 years, that property is yours.
That's crazy.
You owe no mortgage.
That's
property is paid off. Debt is done. It's all paperwork. They just passed a law this year about the squatters. You can kick a squatter out after 2 months now.
Yeah.
2 months or 30 days. It might be 30 days.
Yeah.
Rather, it might be 30 days, but yeah, that's deep, man.
Yeah, I got to dive deep off into that because I've heard about it, but I ain't.
Man, I learned a lot of Willow. I learned about Nubian Nation, Malachi York.
Yeah.
I started reading those scrolls. I started learning about Islam. I started going to meetings, and I was just open to learning.
Yeah.
Open to learning, man. I'd never been caught up in the religion. Well, I got out of religion when I came to prison.
Right.
I realized it was a system. The more I read, like, dang, this system is controlling us. This ain't what Yahshua was talking about.
Right.
Because remember, he was trying to free them folks from being Judaism.
Right.
We not up under that. I'm going to fulfill the law for y'all, so y'all ain't got to be up under that. And soon he died, what they do? They start a whole nother system, Christianity. So, it's hard for some people to understand that, I go to church, but I don't follow religion. I don't follow Christianity.
Right.
I know the holidays are pagan and it's about to make money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that has nothing to do with my interaction in my relationship with God.
Simple as that.
So.
What is some of the weirdest things that you've seen at Will, it being a private institution?
I seen guys getting raped, man. I seen there's a white guy who a couple doors down from me, man. He had been locked up 30 years. And it was this white boy they were passing around in the dorm, and it was his girlfriend, but he used to pimp her out to certain people. And there was these two black guys from Simpson Road that had been locked up a long time, and just walked past their room one day, didn't even know they were gay, and heard the white boy going crazy. Then they had a trans move in. Yeah.
I didn't know trans were allowed.
Had titties and everything, bro. Yeah. Yeah, this dude, he been locked up 30 years, man. He from Summerhill. Dang, what his brother's name was. He was locked up 20-some years. He was Summerhill. If I Swole? Oh, that's Swole. I can't remember that brother's name, man. But never knew he was gay. And until I seen him coming out the room with the trans. You know, like it taught me to stay to myself, because you never know who you're dealing with. You never know people's intention. And I remember I was always told keep your stuff to yourself. I found this dude from the west side. Me and him had got kind of close, eating together every day. You know, he bought that paper. He was locked up for some drugs. And another dude from Savannah, Augusta, came and told me, bro, be talking about you, bro. Like, ooh, black. And say, for real, what he was saying? He started telling me some stuff about, what I told him about the game. He didn't believe first of all, that I did what I did. You know what I mean? I'm at that time of 29 years old. Like, this dude wasn't getting no money like that.
Yeah.
But for him to have told me that mean Black had to tell him.
He had to, because
so that was the first lesson learned. Man, keep your business to yourself, man.
Yeah.
Keep your business to yourself. And learned a lot, man. And to this day, I got trust issues. You only reveal so much, 2026 to me is don't give advice that people don't ask for. That's one of my biggest goals, discipline. A lot of times we want to help people
that don't want
help.
I still give it to them. Because sometimes there have been times where somebody was trying to talk to me, Mr. Lockwood, Mr. Lee at Coleman Middle School, Coach Nord. I remember it, but bro, I couldn't hear them till it was 5 years later. I don't know why.
You sow a seed. They sow a seed.
Oh, that's what he was trying to tell me, man. I actually had an interview with my world history, my social studies teacher from 7th grade. I just did an interview with him, man. I told him, man, I thank you and I apologize. I said, man, you were trying to tell me this a long time ago.
Right.
But, bro, I promise you, I didn't hear you till I was sitting in that cell. I said, man. And then
everything come back to you. Boy, when you in that wall, when you got them walls around you, man, every lesson.
Oh, my God.
Every lesson, every piece of advice, every seed that was sown.
Yeah.
Because the word of God say, your job, God plant the seed. Somebody going to come water it. And then he'll get the increase. You plant the seed. Somebody come water it. Then God get the increase. You don't say how long that process lasts, because somebody can be watering that seed for a mighty long time. But when you in that cell, when you actually in that cell, you will get an opportunity to see, hear, smell, taste, all your senses work, and you will get every lesson that came to you.
Yeah.
Now I would know that's our story, but I wonder for those who really hard hit, do they have that same thought process when they sit back, because ain't nobody but you.
Yeah.
You notice back then, everybody in the system, you got those who are running from isolation. Then you got those who embrace the dog.
Yeah.
When you running from that, I mean, you always got to be around some people. That's their gang life. I got to always be around somebody. But eventually, you're going to be by yourself. When you go to that hole, I did 2.5 years, almost 3 years in DeKalb County after I took the plea. I still stayed on the 8th floor, cell by myself for 2.5 years.
Bro, I've been to that 8th floor, man. I didn't stay 2.5 years, but I'm gonna tell you, that 8th floor was one of the darkest times of my life, bro.
It was one of the greatest times of my life.
You break that down, man.
I had my way. When I say I had my way,
8th floor, bro.
I had my way, bro. I'm the only one came out the cell. I got
it was you supposed to come out for
one
40,
out. No, but I came out as the guy, the clean up dude, and I bought.
You was fighting too if you made it up to the 8th floor.
Yeah, absolutely fighting. I bought every book on that floor. I had 75 books when they came in my room. I had brown paper bags full of books. I bought every book on that floor. All I did is read. I could have went back to prison, back to Willie at any time. I was so close to my family.
Yeah, because you had the county.
I was getting all the money in, and then one day I got to go. It's time for me to go.
Yeah.
But I was impactful out there. I used to have church service. I used to stand on top of the service, the tables on the 8th floor in my dorm and read the Bible to everybody in there.
Hold on, maybe I'm thinking about a different 8th floor because the 8th floor that I was on, you came out for 45 minutes a day, and that's your time to use the phone and to get in the shower. That's the same 8th floor. Flapping the door.
Yep.
One man dorm.
Right.
Okay, because I didn't even know they had church service on the 8th floor.
I had church service. We weren't going to church. I had church service. When I came out, bro, this God gave me so favor. I still talk to the officers who was on that floor.
Yeah.
Big Mo, one of the officers that was on that floor, I still talk to him, bro. But when I say everybody on that floor knew what I used to do, but they'll let me out, go talk to people. I just had favor, bro.
Yeah.
It wasn't that I was nothing. I was nothing but a vessel for God. And I had favor, bro. When I say stand on top of the table reading the Bible, man, I still got guys who in chain gang right now to talk to, bro. Remember them days.
Yeah.
Like a lot of favor, bro. Read a lot. Like that's the first time I ever levitated. I learned how to meditate. Like I learned everything. But that was a time for me, man.
I'm gonna tell you about my 8th floor experience. I had to work my way up. I started at 6 Northwest and and I just fighting just became. I was like, that's all you want to do. Then you know how much you might in the county. You might just be like, I got a sandwich for your cookies.
Right.
Man, dude, come to me. Man, you know you owe me 2 cookies from yesterday. Man, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. I don't care. And then once I had lost my first fight, I was just like, losing ain't even that bad. I got this figured. I'm gonna ride this out.
Yeah.
Stupid idea.
Self-flow.
Got to the 7th floor. I had got to the 8th floor. So I'm in the 8th floor. I know. When I'm on the 8th floor, man, there's a dude that's downstairs. His name is Charles Duffy. He is from Central. He locked up with a dude named Kool-Aid. They locked up for chopping a lady head off with a juvenile. So, you know, I come out the dome for my little shower. I'm hitting it, taking a long time for it to warm up. So I still got my jumpsuit on. No. I'm moving too fast. I come out one day. Charles Duffy didn't cut right there and right there. He didn't cut his vein.
You know what you're doing?
Yeah.
You trying to go to the medical?
Yeah. He talking about some. Hey, shouting. Who shouted? I don't know who that. My name Buck. I don't know who you talking to. He like, yeah, tell the police I cut myself. I said, nah, I can't do that. He said, man, I didn't cut my. I said, man, listen, man, you gonna have to die another day. You gonna have to die, cause you know when I go tell the police that this man he trying to kill himself, what they gonna do to me?
How you know? I'm
going locked down. Yeah. They gonna make me locked down. Right. Nah, you can't die today. You gotta die another time. You can't die today. It won't be today. Man, why did I do that? I should have just. I'm gonna tell you something, man. This caused me some of the worst trauma I've ever had in my life, man. So I didn't know they was rigging the door up. So I'm in the shower one day. When I'm in the shower, I'm hitting the thing. And it take a minute for the water to get warm. So I ain't took my jumpsuit off. So when they hit the water, I guess they assume I'm already in the shower. Lord forbid I had been in the shower and had soap in my face. Kool-Aid, who is every bit of 6'4", 6'5", apparently went to trade school to learn how to file down a broom because he done came out. He done came out. And when the door opened, I say, this the 8th floor. Ain't nobody else supposed to be out here. Ain't nobody supposed to be out here. Man, this man done attacked me. Man, this man just started jigging, man. I hadn't learned some. I ain't gonna even say fake kung fu, but there was a dude that graduated from McNair. He used to do karate. I seen him beat 3 or 4 people up. So he was my roommate. So he was just showing me like,
right.
Yeah, so
You learn a lot. You
learn a lot, bro.
Yeah.
I'm talking about from sign language to Espanol to everything.
Right.
So I'm like this, and then I'm like, oh, it's working a little bit. So he pierced the skin a little bit. When the police come in, I'm like, oh, thank God. When I tell you that they equally beat the shit out both of us, I'm talking about like I had that. I'm supposed to be out here,
right?
Man, them folks beat us up so bad. Then when they beat us up, get what they did? Put it back in the cell.
Right.
Next day, I'm sitting there. My flap open. Sitting there, I got my toothpaste. I got my daughter's pictures up on the wall. My oldest daughter. I hear a splash. Man, this man is.
To the doo-doo.
Hey man. Oh, let me tell you something. This is the closest I ever got to God. Cause this is what I say. Hey man, I'm good. I'm sorry. This man splashed my cell with doo-doo, man.
I seen it on the 8th floor. I seen it. What?
Hey, with doo-doo, man, and doo-doo, it just hang on the wall. And it just filled the room up. It just filled the room up. I'm telling you. I said, do what I stopped. Man, I just took my pictures off the wall, man. I was just like, man, no, man, I don't want to do this, man. I don't want to do this. But yeah, that was my 8th floor experience, man. But I got Kool-Aid. One day. Punched him dead in his mouth. But then I realized that Central, that's a gang of people out there. So now every time I go to court, I have to tell them people, hey man, I got a problem with these people in the holding tank, man. I can't go in there, man.
Right.
Yeah, I can't go in there. Then they it is a long story, but yeah, man, I had my dealings on that 8th floor, man.
Yeah, it goes up, man. Mo them sick. They was sick. They had a dude, little GD, little young dude, man, little skinny, little. But for open the cell, me to go beat him. They gave me all. He was giving everybody.
Pissing everybody else off.
Right, pissing everybody off. But he said, "Bro, come here." Say, boy, we got you. Yeah, I just need to take care of that little problem now. Boy, no problem. Pop the door. Let's go. Beat that nigga to sleep. He tried to shake me and everything. I beat that young boy to sleep, boy. Hey man, I had some experience on the 8th floor, bro.
Yeah, man. I done
seen folks get splashed with that doo-doo, get that, put doo-doo all on the thing. Every trick in the world to go to medical. Yeah,
I mean, I don't put anything past anybody. There's certain things that
I never flooded though.
I ain't never flooded. I've never preserved my urine or my feces.
I never did that. I never did that. I ain't never jacked off on no one. I tried. You were young. But I'm saying at my age, bro,
I couldn't complete.
I could not sit up there and whip it out in front of the girl. I can't even see. Or when somebody walk by, cause some of you to sit there and let them, some of the women you sit there and let them go off. I ain't never did it. I ain't never did it, bro.
I tried. But my conscience, the way my conscience said it, like, I don't know if you know this, but I'm really scared. Like, I'm scared in nature. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm scared in nature. And then in Alto was a very gay place. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about gay.
It's a lot of young guys ain't never had none, though.
Now, that's true. And a lot of people don't talk about that. Like, you haven't even interacted with a woman. You see what I'm saying? I went to jail. I was 19. I had my oldest child was on the way. She was born when I was in Decatur County Jail.
Really?
Yeah. So
that's crazy. So many guys that I met was so young and had kids on the way, and they end up getting locked up.
Yeah. It changes.
It kind of make you think like God had already planned. This is what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna have this waiting on when he go home.
Hey man, it was something to deal with. I know you seen my hairline, but at 21, when my child was born, it just started going back further and further. I'm sitting on now.
How long you did?
I did 10. I'm just
from 19.
Huh?
From 19?
I was 19. I got locked up in 1996. I came home in 2006. So my child was 9 years old when I came home. The homosexual thing was this. I'm an open thinker. So I have to tell people, in order for me to deny something, I
Mm.
got to think about it. I don't play in the traffic because I done pictured in my mind what it is to play in traffic. I'm probably going to get hit. And when homosexuality crossed my mind, I promise you, only thing I can think of is the smell of doodle.
Facts.
No, I just like doodle. I don't like the smell. Wait, doodle smell. I'm in my cell. I'm just like, cause all my homeboys, they're like, yeah, man, I got straight. And then I'm just over there. I'm like, I just like, oh, I can't think of nothing but doodle. But then I also understand that there are a lot of people who, man, that was their first sexual experience was with a man. Whether they willing to admit it or not, that's what was going on, man.
That's the power of that lust, and that's why men. That's one thing I preach even to the mentees. You know, there was a time when you hang around older guys and they telling you how they glorify having multiple women. I don't do that with my mentees.
Mm-hmm.
I tell them, well, you got to control that lust because if you learn to control at a young age, you'll be powerful as you get older. But that has brought down kings.
Yeah. No,
Brother,
literally kingdoms.
Kingdoms.
Yeah.
King David had everything. He had some wisdom. 500 wives, 700 concubines brought him down. He didn't even worship God when he died. Samson, you know what I mean? You can go biblical or you can just look at what's going on in today's time.
Mm-hmm.
Like that lust will ruin everything that God has planned for you. And that's why my goal this year, man, is discipline, man, in every area of my life, but especially in lusting, you know what I mean, desiring certain, it ain't just women, just desiring certain things that are not good for you. You know what I mean? That lust is everything, man.
That's powerful. Okay, so how long do you stay at Will? Will is the second count.
Will is my first camp, so
I mean,
it's like 4 years or something. I spent 3 years or something at Riverbend.
Riverbend.
3 years or something at Riverbend. Leave Riverbend, go to the transitional house with Omar, get kicked out in 4 months.
How?
I bought the parole examiner lunch when we was downtown working. So we ate where the parole board could eat at. You remember they eat right there at Georgia State building, the parole door building. We used to go eat there because we used to cut grass for the capital. And my buddy was talking to the parole examiner at the time. And they were friends. He was over parole when I left. He was a Fed at this time. He became a Fed, and they were still close. And he told me about her. Blah blah blah. When I seen her, I ain't never said a word to her. I just told the cashier, my last $5. I put this on everything. I tell everybody, my last $5 in my pocket. I say, pay for that lady lunch, and I left. But they put me right back, sent me right back over there to the transition center, Ward Pearson. I had just talked to Pearson the day before about bringing my nonprofit to fruition there. We're going to start bringing kids in. I had wrote down a business plan and everything. He said, I love it. We're going to start bringing the kids in. I'll be damn. I'm sitting in front of him. He called her. She's like, you can't do this. This is fraternizing. I don't have no parts of this. I say, ma'am, I apologize. I didn't know. I shouldn't have did it. I just did it. She's like, well, I'll tell you this. I ain't going to send you back to prison, but you are going to be off that detail. So they put me on a paid detail, right, that day.
A paid detail?
Yeah, they had paid details.
I never went to a halfway house.
Right, so they had paid detail. I supposed to be going out and work for Georgia State Patrol, flex. I woke up that morning, straight to the holding cell, straight to sent to Hancock.
She just said she wasn't gonna do that.
Straight to Hancock, level 5, and
oh man,
hey, so apparently when I got there, there was a lot of dudes who got sent from the halfway house. If you get sent back from the halfway house, they send you to Hancock at that time.
Okay.
So I go in the cell with 90% 90 babies, life without, gang bang. Now I've seen prison a whole different way now. All that stuff I thought I seen, but we were locked down all the time. We were locked down 5 days a week. Everybody on meth. Everybody on meth. When I say everybody on meth, it was 7 guys out of 100 some people in that dorm that was my age and older. 7 guys. None of them in the gang. 2 of them had been locked up one been locked up for 15 years. He spent 10 years in that cell, in that room, washing clothes. Working for the laundry part. The other dude had did 30 some years. And anyway, Them niggas killed each other every day. Them niggas stabbed, did all the above. I seen my first murder there. Goddamn blood killed another blood in the shower. His homeboy. They looking out. That's where I seen niggas used to go to the shower and niggas sit there by the shower and wait for their homeboy to come out with a
like
knife.
security guards.
They was secured on with the knives.
You done went from sugar to
Bruh. It was all God's plan. When I went to the halfway house, remember they gave me extra 3 years. I spent 4 or 5 months at Hancock. Then they shipped me to Washington, level 1. Super easy. I don't know what they're doing now. Level 1 Washington, it was level 1.
Because what year is this now?
2018.
Okay.
All right. I left the halfway house in the end of 17. Went to spent Christmas and all that stuff in Hancock. I left Hancock around February. And from February to July 17, I was at Washington.
Now, can you tell us how Washington was at this point?
Man, I had a detail. The folk gave me a detail. Oh, Lord. I was cutting grass. I was in a detail dorm playing chess. I was on the yard for the first 2 months. Man, them folks uniform and order. Ain't nobody trying to get in trouble. Yeah. Them folks scared to fight.
Yeah.
That warden had them folks scared to fight. Them folks wouldn't fight.
Was that black warden down?
It was a white warden. It was a white warden at the time.
Yeah.
Bro, when I tell you them folks weren't doing nothing, bro, them folks was straight and arrow. I'm talking about all these folks got time. They say, bro, this is where you come when you just want to do time easy. It was easy. That was the easiest time of my life.
Yeah.
God allowed me to go home in a year, opposed to going home 3 years later, like they wanted me to go.
Wow.
But I had to go through the avenue. I went straight down to Hancock. I still read my word. I still calling prayer call. I still working out, and I still playing chess. Only thing in Hancock, I wasn't doing nothing else. There wasn't no socializing. That I get on the flock, and that was it. You know what I mean? That was it. But when it Washington, man, them folks scared to have fun. Them folks sweet. Them folks was in check. But I can't even tell you how many fights I see. I didn't even hardly see no fights.
The same Washington where they just had 3 people on the live. That's the Washington that you're talking about.
And that let me know they got to do something with the warden. Got to do something with the warden, bro. That nigga had that thing in shape, boy. Yeah. That thing was, hey, man, it was sweet.
Yeah.
It was sweet, bro. They weren't messing with you. They ain't have to worry about coming in. None of that, boy. In the, what do you call it, intake dorm?
Yeah.
Sweet. Sweet, bro.
So you go home from Washington State Prison.
I go home from Washington State.
I came home from Washington State Prison. Now, what day are you released on?
7/17/2018.